Hey guys, welcome back to Playing Footy. My name is Bailey. Today we're going to be looking at the North Melbourne Football Club, and boy, have they got some exciting players and a really fresh outlook on season 2025. They've got some sort of new faces in there, but ultimately, I think they'll be wanting to improve on last season, where it was really the Eagles and North that weren't able to really sort of ascend the ladder, and the depths of the bottom were really theirs. And unfortunately, there were times where Melbourne were just, really poor to watch. And I hope for this season and for the AFL that or not Hawthorn, Hawthorn's ex-coach, Alistair Clarkson, now the North Melbourne football coach, can actually get this team off the canvas and be exciting and fun to watch. And I think they've got plenty of talent in there. So let's start with Finn O'Sullivan. He's one of those players that, in the draft, um, that sort of was one of those sort of dynamic players. You had the Jagger Smiths and you had the Levi Ashcrofts and Sam Layla, but he presents a lot of intrigue, and I don't want to like jinx him and say he's going to be another Colby McKercher type operator, but there's a lot of things that sort of makes him out to be this, Colby McKercher type 2.0. And I say that in the nicest way possible, I think, because that's a lot of upside for North Melbourne. I think there's heap of talent on this list that Alistair Clarkson is trying to foster and develop, and I think he's one that is going to be right alongside this fella here, which is Harry Sheasel. So yeah, these two are just going to be sort of smashing it off half back. I think Sheasel might at times go midfield like he did in a couple of practice games, or perhaps half forward and rest there for a little bit. But overall, I think these guys are going to be so exciting to watch. Same with this fella down here, Caleb Daniel, coming from the Bulldogs down to North. He's going to be in that halfback role. I think he's going to be taking most of the kick-ins. I think if this guy's in half forward, this guy might come in halfback, occasionally, but he will be cemented down back, Caleb Daniel. So from an AFL fantasy point of view, those guys are going to be probably the most selected, Sheasel or Caleb Daniel. Obviously, if you're going for value, Harry Sheasel won't be on that list. George Wardlaw, unfortunately, is injured, but he's one of those great up and coming mids, just like LDU, that North Melbourne have. I think as a whole, their midfield is going to be really interesting to watch this season, especially with Jai Simpkin coming in and out half forward and midfield time. Colby McKercher, as I said, probably in that half back role, potentially wing as well this season. So it'll be interesting how that plays out. Zach Fisher, again, don't really know where he fits now that Caleb Daniels in, but he may still be in that back pocket. Um, and then you've also got Griff, who's back, fit, full back role for him. And then Nick Larkey, full forward, up and coming full forward player who is very good above his head and wins those one on ones, those pivotal one on ones most of the time. Geordie Payne, we haven't seen him play. He was a mid season pickup. So it'd be interesting to see how he gets on. Tom Powell, gee, nice hairdo, Tom Powell. Yeah, Tom Powell, I think is stepping in for George Wardlaw at this current stage. That's what I see him playing that sort of role. Paul Curtis, yep, he's a dangerous forward. Luke Parker's obviously the new face, as well as Jack Darling. I think they're going to be bringing a lot of good upside to North and how they move the ball in from Luke Parker's point of view, but from Jack Darling bringing it to ground, helping Nick Larkey and the small forwards. Jack Darling's good on one-on-one. He's got that real strength there. Again, don't really know where Charlie Comben fits into all this. Maybe he's a half forward. But if Nick Larkey and Jack Darling there, I don't really know how that structure, sort of helps going forward. But we shall see with keen interest. I shall say. Jackson Archer down back. Again, he's just growing every year. Again, so Cherry, probably the most selected ruckman in the comp right now. He's had a great year in 2024. I don't see why he can't back it up in 2025. He's definitely got that upside there, and definitely knows how to tackle and get those small one-on-one wins. And then Zerha as well. Teakle's another one that may play forward or even help Cherry at times in the ruck. We're just not really sure He did all right last year in patches, especially the game against, I think, Saints. I can't remember what round it was, but he played pretty well in that game. And Robert Hanson Jr., a bit of a small forward, a bit of speed and dash, which is what Melbourne need, North Melbourne need, that run and carry and that dash. Where do I see them finishing? Probably, I don't know, 16th, maybe 15th. I mean, hopefully they get better. But I just really want to see everything and all those little pieces come together. There's a lot of new faces, a lot of game plans and stuff that really need to be ironed out. And being round one coming very soon, I think, North Melbourne will be able to definitely bounce back and really put their best foot forward for season 2025. Where do you guys think? Comment down below, like and subscribe. Where do you think North Melbourne are going to finish? Do you think I'm being a little bit tough on them with where I think they're going to be finishing? But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Comment down below, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.